The Pharisees once asked Jesus, "Is it lawful to pay taxes to Caesar or not?" Jesus asked them for a coin, then said, "Whose picture and name are on it?" They answered, "Caesar's." Jesus replied, "Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and to God what belongs to God." This teaches us that we must give both the church and the government what each deserves, based on their different purposes. The roles of the church and the state are based on what each one is meant to do. Both the church and the state get their rightful authority from God. All rights and duties ultimately come from God through His laws, whether natural or revealed. As Pope Leo XIII said, God placed the human race under two powers, the church over spiritual matters and the state over earthly matters. The church is a complete spiritual society. Its purpose is to make people holy and lead them to heaven. In spiritual matters, the church has full authority. The church's sphere includes everything related to eternal life and moral teaching, worship, preaching, deciding what is right and wrong, guiding its members, training priests, teaching religion, and limiting certain actions for the sake of someone's soul. The state is also a society, but its goal is to promote people's earthly well-being. In political and worldly matters, the state is in charge. The church does not demand any one form of government, as long as it does not go against Catholic teaching. The state's area includes things like choosing a type of government, developing farms and businesses, collecting taxes, limiting certain civil rights when needed, and keeping law and order. Because both church and state exist for the good of people, they should not be totally separated in a hostile way. Even if some separation is helpful, it should not lead to the state fighting against the church. Both citizens and governments are under God's law. People cannot make laws that ignore God's moral law. As Pope Leo XIII said, the church, not the state, is man's guide to heaven. The state must also protect the church's rights, because religious rights are among the most important human rights. Although the church mainly deals with spiritual matters, it still needs certain material things to do its work. It must build churches and seminaries, collect funds, and run schools so it can teach the faith properly. The state represents the people's shared authority, but it must never be treated as if it were a god, as happens in communism and fascism. When this happens, people become trapped by their own systems and lose sight of higher, spiritual truths. Overall, we can say that American democracy took many of its basic ideas from older Western thought. Since Western thought was shaped largely by Catholic philosophy, our democracy has deep roots in Catholic teaching. The principles in the Declaration of Independence are very similar to Catholic philosophy. Many of these ideas come from great Catholic thinkers like St. Thomas Aquinas and St. Robert Bellarmine. These principles oppose both communism and extreme individualism. Some of these ideas include: all people are equal in nature, governments exist for the common good, rulers need the consent of the people, and citizens have the right to change unjust governments. Catholic ideas continue to support American democracy today. The Church teaches the importance of marriage and family life, and it teaches Catholics to be loyal and responsible citizens. Catholics also helped in practical ways during the founding of the United States. Many fought in the Revolutionary War or gave money and supplies. France, a Catholic nation, sent ships, soldiers, and funds. Catholic Poland and Spain also helped. George Washington himself praised Catholics for their loyalty and service in the founding of the country. A Catholic citizen must obey the laws of the state, as long as those laws do not go against faith or morals. The state is the servant, not the master, of the people. The rights of individuals, especially parents, cannot be taken away by the government. For example, parents have the natural right to educate their children. The state may help education, but it should not pass laws that prevent parents from giving their children religious instruction. After the American Revolution, Catholic schools and other religious schools received government support. Over time, laws were passed to stop this support. A 1938 report to President Roosevelt said that since private schools save the government so much money, federal aid for things like books, transportation, and health services should be available to all students, including those in private schools. Today, however, Catholic children receive government help mainly through free bus rides in 17 states and free textbooks in 6 states. When it comes to moral issues, the important thing is not the opinion of the majority but what is truly right, even if only a few people defend it. For example, even if 90% of people wanted to allow immoral books and pictures to harm children, the small minority that defends what is right should prevail.